Welcome back. In this episode, let us create a user and add that particular user into a administrator group. To create a user, I need to click on the start and click on settings. If you are running Windows Home, creation of user account will be a entirely different settings. What you see, this is Windows 11 Professional. I'll be using a different method to create a user. For Windows Home users, you have to search for users and you can come here and you can simply click on here add account to add new account for your computer. So this you need to have a mail ID and you will be able to create with mail ID and log in with the new user ID creation once your mail ID has been authenticated. Now there is another way to create a users and groups in Windows 11 when you are using Windows 11 Professional. You need to right click on the start and select computer management. Go to the computer management. Then you have an option called as local users and groups. Local users and groups is nothing but you are creating a user in this computer and you can create either user and create groups and add users into particular group. If I right click on the user, I'll be able to see this option to create new user. I'll select the new user and enter the name of the user which I wanted to create. I'll say Jack. Full name Jack Ryan. Description admin. I will enter the password. After entering the password, if you wanted to change the other settings, user cannot change the password. If you don't want the user to change the password, whatever you have set here, you need to give this password to the user and enable this so that user will not be able to change the password. Choose this option if you don't want the password to be expired. Whatever password you are setting here, if you don't want this password to be expired, then you can choose this option. If you want somebody's account to be disabled, like if you have and people are logging in left and right and you want all those accounts to be disabled, you can simply click on disabled. You might be given your computer to multiple peoples or your family members, and once they access your computer, you want their account to be disabled. Once you click on this account is disabled, user will not be able to access or log into your computer anymore. So I'll keep the default settings as it is and create. User ID is created now. If you see, the user ID is created. Jack Ryan. For example, if I wanted to set this user account to be disabled, I can right click the properties and come back again and say that your account is disabled. Once Jack has finished his work and given the laptop to me and he no longer wants to access the computer, I can simply disable his account. Now what I will do is I will add Jack to particular group, which is administrator group. This group has full access for installing the applications to change the settings on the computer. So Jack will be having full control of your computer, admin rights. By default, when you create a user account, you will be member of user account, user groups. This particular users group doesn't have much capability to do anything on your computer. The users group will not be able to modify or do any kind of setting change or configuration change on your computer. They can simply log in and access whatever they are permitted to use for. So to add administrator account, what I will do is click on add and click on advanced. And because I don't see any groups over here, what I will do is I will click on find now and select the administrator. This administrator is the local administrator for this computer only. This particular administrator group is for this computer on which you are running Windows 11 operating system. Click on OK. The administrator account, the administrator group has been added for Jack Ryan. Now Jack is part of administrator group as well as users group. Users, as I said, they don't have any much control on your computer. Administrator will have full control on your computer. So I have given the administrator rights and click on apply and say click on OK. Once Jack ID is created, you will be able to log into the computer. Before that, I have to sign out so that Jack can use the computer. I'll sign out from my ID which I was using. I will select Jack and enter the password. Because we have enabled the option to change the password for the first time when Jack logs in. So this is the first time Jack is logging on to the computer. So he has to change the password. To continue, click on OK and he has to enter the password, the new password. So after entering, the password gets changed. Now Jack can use whatever password he has changed. The previous password is set by the administrator, which will no longer be valid. So Jack's profile will be loading and it will take some time for the profile to be created on Windows 11. Once the profile is created, Jack will be able to use the Windows 11 operating system. Let us wait for some time and see how the profile gets loaded. It will take few minutes. It will take something around 2 to 3 minutes to create the profile. It should be ready by 2 to 3 minutes. Once it is ready, Jack can use the computer. You can select the options, which is not required or which is not relevant, I'll select everything to no and click on accept. Now the jack profile has been loaded and you will be able to use the computer. If you click on the start, you will be able to see who has logged into your computer. With this, we were able to create a user account on Windows 11, add the user to administrator group, and the user what we have created is able to log into the computer. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and share if you like the content. Thank you and take care.